that caught me off guard. I don't know what to say.
I don't know. I mean,
I'll think about
that
it.
video.
I'll write you an email later this week. I'll think about it.
That's amazing. They're giving everything when they go out there.
And when he was talking about why he chose eHome, just the story leading up to that, he looked at CDEC and then maybe left, and then he decided, all right, we need more newer talent. We need new blood coming in. We're gonna go, and he wants to lead them to victory, to possibly a championship. Winter, I mean, any thoughts on RTK and eHome?
I mean, that's him as a person. I've talked about him a lot. Like, he's a great personality. I mean, in the game itself, it shows it's either he does very well or he doesn't do very well in the lane. He's special. He's one of the very few people in Dota that care a lot about growing the scene. Like, from C, we always talk about Mushi, but in China, they talk about RTK. He wants to teach the younger generation so that they actually learn the hardships of Dota 1. Because he came from Dota 1, there were a lot of hardships back then. Not so much sponsors, events aren't as big, but they still persevered. So I think he wants to pass it down to the younger generation so everyone would remember what was Dota once was.
Yeah, and you can see that just the passion running through him. I mean, when I'm talking, one of the more emotional players we've seen in his video, just telling his story. So, ladies and gentlemen, eHome trying to go for this huge run on the last day, and they are playing up a rematch of the qualifiers against CDEC. That will be on stream 3. I'm throwing you guys curveballs left and right. So that'll be on stream 3. On our stream, we're going to look at Empire versus MVP Hot 6 because this, in some ways, has a bigger implication. Can Empire fight for another chance to get into the upper bracket, right? If they 2-0 MVP Hot 6, they force a tiebreaker against VP. That'll be a rematch, of course. They played earlier in the group stages, but because it is for that 4th seed, they will have to play a rematch series. And looks like draft is already underway. And look at this. Lesh gets through. So it looks like we're going to have an explosive, and on Empire's side, actually. Not sure how Hot 6 let that slip through, or maybe, they've seen it happen enough. Well, thank you. I wasn't sure of the mechanics here in the drafting phase, but now I know. If it goes through, it's because it didn't get banned. I've learned. I didn't learn for the past 3 days, but you got me, Sid. I know I can trust you.
How do you stop the balanced blue Billy Go? Besides committing to the standard AM pick, maybe later on, some teams like Cloud9 have gone all in. They're pulling out like a Pugna early, which was their downfall thereafter.
They picked the jumping spear guy.
The jumping spear. Now we're just going nicknames left and right. No. But even then, you want to pick that later, right? Because otherwise the Lesh can be rotated into a support. You don't want to commit too hard to this. It's a very fine line to walk.
I mean, you have time to pick the jumping spear guy since no one's going to ban it.
So, well, I don't know. Next level mind game is Winter. We might just start seeing all these other bans come out as we go forward. But for now, Hot 6